For more, we can bring in our reporter Luke Shrago, who is in central Paris. Luke, as these ministers huddle back together, just what's on the agenda and what can we expect?
Well, it's back to work for the government, and they have some major issues in the government's inbox. Emmanuel Macron sat down with his Prime Minister Elisabeth Borne on Tuesday evening to discuss issues ahead of Wednesday's cabinet meeting. Now, with the Ukraine war being of a huge concern, that's affecting the issue of energy. Prices are seriously increasing, and that's promising an extremely difficult winter. There have been calls for what they've been calling energy sobriety, that is, for French people to use less. Now, Emmanuel Macron has said that sacrifices are going to have to be made. He's spoken of paying the price for France's freedoms and its values. Now, this comes on top of inflation as well, also running high, and that's going to be tied to a purchasing power package that the government hopes to pass too. Elsewhere, the climate is of serious concern. It's been a particularly difficult summer with a lot of wildfires, with storms, and indeed a historic drought. Elisabeth Borne has previously said that this can no longer be ignored. She's expected to unveil measures in the days and weeks ahead. The government also wants to accelerate a bill over renewable energy, the idea to make energy greener without increasing prices. Elsewhere, the French government is looking to tackle pensions and unemployment benefits. This is likely to see extreme amounts of opposition from the left wing. It was extremely unpopular during Emmanuel Macron's previous mandate, with a lot of protests in the streets. He still wants to raise the retirement age to 65, and he also wants to tackle unemployment benefits, tying them to 15 to 20 hours of activity a week. Ultimately, the 2023 budget is going to be looked at too. Now, the trouble here is that opposition usually refuses to vote for it on principle. So the government, it's thought that they may well be using a constitutional article to ram that through. We've seen this happen before, and it's been deeply unpopular, leading to massive amounts of protests in the streets. Now, with no government majority in Parliament, it seems Emmanuel Macron and the government do have their work cut out for them, despite all this talk of trying to find compromise in the weeks ahead.
Luke Shrago outside the Elysee Palace in central Paris. Thank you very much.